just sketch these lines in real quick. And all I'm doing is as soon as I feel the needle hit, that's it for me. I move. I ain't applying no more pressure than that. That's how you get those sketchy lines in.
Nice.
And I ain't worried about not having stencil there when I come back. So that's what I would do with in the black and gray as well, like you were asking about earlier. But you know, when I'm doing black and gray, I'm not using a color line, I'm using a black line.
Right.
So I would just put little sketch lines in there.
You gotta get that hand speed down though.
Yeah, with these light lines, you can move pretty fast because we're not trying to put an actual solid line in there. You only need to move slower when you want a solid line. You're doing some sketchy shit like this, you feel it hit, move. Don't stay there. And now I'm just not even worried about that anymore. I'm gonna move over here now. Cause I know that'll still be there when I come back.
This thing's pretty good. Oh yeah. You got a hole in still. Oh no. And of course, like extended shots. All you guys like do like the selfie version. I'm like shoot myself.
Is that what you use in the mornings, bro?
Yeah. It worked though. Got the right lens on. You can see it though. Like, hey, you see your arm.
And so when it comes to like laying down the ointment before you put the needle in the skin, is it already wiped down with ointment, or is it just a sometimes thing, or like certain areas?
Man,
that's an interesting question, right?
That is, cause you will see I will apply it, and then look, I can see it caked up right there. So I just apply it, and I'm still just gonna like wipe it away. But I'm not fully, cause you know ointment and lotion, like they soak in. That's what we want. We want it to soak into the skin. We don't want it caked on the skin.
Nice and soft.
Yeah. So you'll see a lot of times where I will apply it and then wipe it right away. Because I just want the skin to be moisturized there. But you see how you can, because the needle is tapered like that, you can get different line weights using one needle. So like those light lines right there, that's it. That's how I'm leaving them motherfuckers. You ain't doing nothing else.
So are those lighter because you just moved your hand faster?
And I'm
tapered.
Yeah, and I'm not applying as much pressure.
Okay, got you.
It's a lot of factors.
They both go in tandem.
Yeah.
Moving your hand faster is gonna give less pressure, and less trauma, and going obviously shallower is gonna give less trauma. So together, you got it in the skin.
Yeah.
Hello. So in layman's terms, what's the difference between just buying a regular liner and then a tapered?
I don't know about all them fucking. I haven't done my research on any of that.
Okay.
How they be like long taper, short taper, that and that. I just be like, yo, give me a regular liner, please.
Yeah.
Give me that regular shit y'all got back there.
Okay.
Hey, something that is important to mention about the color lines. If you're going to do color lines, it needs to be a dark value.
Okay.
Should not ever be a light value.
And is there what's the reason behind that?
Because once you start putting colors in there and around there and over them and whatnot, they will just get washed out.
Oh, okay.
However, if I put a line that is a darker value then the color I'm putting in, you will still see that line. Like this dark blue is darker in value than every blue I filled it in with. And that's why you can still see those blue lines.
I think my kid. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
What we'll do,
What's the cord?
yeah, I draw the cord and I try to outline.
Is that always use a darker value?
I only had that on.
Because you'll see, I'm going to color that stuff in, and I'm going to be bringing color right up to them. Sometimes I'll be putting color over it, and if the color was a darker value than the lines, then the lines will just get overtaken. So every now and then, when you get like a lot of stuff right here, I like to use those sketchy lines as well, just because they're a little bit more forgiving. So I'll just come in here, lightly sketch everything real quick. And then come back and figure out what lines I want to do dark, what lines I want to do solid.
Okay. So I just want to, but right now,
This lens is particularly noisy. This is the one I sent back. Like you don't even hear, you feel it.
Oh, dang.
Just hold it.
So one thing that I like to do, and I think is important. So with tattoos, you need breathing space. If you put too many lines close together, those lines are going to heal up over time and just run into each other. So when I get into sections like this where I have a lot of lines very close to each other, what I like to do is I'll lightly sketch them all like this, and I only hit the bottom sides with a bold line. And what that's gonna do is gonna give the illusion of like that piece having some weight to it. Like typically my light source is always coming from up top, right? So what happens when the light hits something at the top? It's light on the top side and dark on the bottom side. So that's why I leave the light line, the top line light and the bottom line dark. So you'll see with these like rivets here, I'm only gonna hit the bottom side of them.
It's gonna create that.
And that's just gonna give a little illusion of depth. And we didn't have to shade anything, any kind of special way for that or at all. It's just free depth.
Line weight contrast. You got contrast and shading. Contrast
Yeah. So the thing is like we tattoo a lot of darker complexions, and we can't rely on just throwing a whole lot of cool colors in there, because the colors ain't gonna heal. You know, exactly how they go in. So I have just tried to make my tattoos look cool before I even start filling them in.
Okay.
So that's it for me right there.
Nice. That's
I got a little this line that comes up into it, but other than that, no more work right here.
That's something I definitely want to see from you, Landon. Just more playing with line weights. Like what I just saw on the flowers, they all have the same line weight on the inside. It's like, that's why I'm like, you gotta get lighter. Like they all are lighter.
I see what you're saying.
Some of them have to be lighter. Some of them can be thicker than like the other ones and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and when in doubt, I always just start with a light line first as well.
That's why I be liking to use threes, bro. I be using the threes, and then I'll be like, okay, 5 to thicken this up, 9 to make it like, okay, this is gonna be the focal point.
Adam, you alive? Yep.
It's just chilling.
Yes, yes I am. I can feel a lot. So I know I'm not dead. I feel everything. My emotions, your emotions. We are connected.
Use one with the needle.
You getting yours on your legs, yeah?
Yeah, I gotta watch too, you know what I mean?
You said you got what?
I gotta watch it happen too, you know? Otherwise, it'll be like,
Oh yeah, you got you gotta actually listen and learn as well and take notes while you getting
Yeah, you let me know if you need
pulverized.
to move some.
they think about that too. Instead of trying to write notes.
Yo, what's the hardest part of the body to like stretch skin for you? Out of all the places you've been.
You like this shit right here, actually.
This shit right here is hard right now.
But then what about like the
Yeah, you can see how my stencil's kind of disappearing over here.
I don't know, I think it's
Go ahead.
So right now, while I still have some,
gonna go how it's gonna like.
go ahead, light your lines up here. This man is like literally 99% art. Or like working out. Or people building shoes. Like,
Right,
it's like everything is a craft.
right.
Ain't no just, look what I'm having to eat today.
You had to get rid of all of that.
All the hoes, all the
My
big booty
timeline is amazing when I
bitches.
go to it, man.
You feel me? All the twerking.
The only bad part about muting your timeline, I will say this, if you mute your whole timeline, like a lot, and so like, the few people I do like still like pop through, you go through their stuff so fast, like it take like 2 minutes to catch up with like those like 18 people. And so,
That actually sounds pretty sweet to me.
man, Instagram